Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We can see very clearly that from day's perspective that the market is very clearly bearish, and also from 4 hours perspective also the market is clearly bearish. Few things which we need to understand is there is a demand which is sitting from a 1 day's perspective which we had marked earlier. Okay, so this demand is the last level of demand which we have, from where we are kind of expecting a positive reaction to be obtained from the market. But given the global news, given how the market is moving in a negative trend and all that, this demand is highly unlikely to hold. That is one thing. Okay, we need to understand these points very clearly. So, what we can immediately infer from this level of price action is there are a lot of untested supplies, meaning there is this blue candle or green candle in your chart in days perspective. This will act as your supply. There is a gap here. This will act as your supply. There is another supply here. There is another like this. There are like a lot of untested supplies which is available in this leg of price action. Okay, so if there is a slightest of the slightest positive news, and if market reacts to this positive news like this, it can blast up like this is possible in the market. Okay, don't think it is not at all possible. And at the same time, if market wants to go down, it can even go down even further. Okay, even 20k is also possible, not in one single day, but in the coming days it is possible. Don't think that it is not at all possible, blah blah blah. 100 channels will say 100 things. Okay, but we need to understand from chart perspective what it is saying, and we need to take and plan our trades accordingly. So immediately what we can see from a day's chart perspective is market is bearish. Okay, from 4 hours chart perspective also we can clearly see that the market is bearish. So in this leg of price action, the last leg of price action from Wednesday 115 time frame till what we have as part of Monday, if you take these 4 to 5 bearish red candles, what we can see here is market has given a break of structure on the downward direction. From a day's chart, we have this demand mark. So what we can see immediately is if market comes down like this and gives a positive reaction, we can see an immediate target of this gap being filled, that is 22,800, and the next gap of 22 23,200 to 300 range can also be filled. This will be the most ideal trade for me. Okay, why we are trying to take this is market is coming down to a demand, and we are expecting market to give a positive reaction from the demand. If market does not give this positive reaction, well and good, we will not take this trade. Simple as that. Okay, and what about put option? Put is little difficult because we need to enter put from a supply, right? Immediately what we can see here is this small indecision candle, right? From a 4 hours chart perspective itself, this was a candle which was there before this break of structure has been obtained. So if market opens somewhere gap up, somewhere around 22,500 all the way till 22,700 ish range, anywhere in this range, if market opens and if market does like this, meaning it gives a negative reaction like this, then I'm interested to take the market all the way till this demand. Right now SGX Nifty is showing 22,553 as opening, but we will not know what the opening price for market will be tomorrow morning and all, right? We will not be knowing because there can be 100 scenarios which can happen overnight. I can only predict what can be done, how we can take our trade, either short it from the supply or long it from this demand. Okay. Given all this, I can give live updates to my members, whomsoever has taken my course. I will drop a link to my course in the description. If you are interested to learn SMC concepts, if you wanted to become an independent trader, regardless of whomsoever is your favorite trader who's putting videos in YouTube every day or not, or whomsoever is your Telegram channel who's giving you live calls or not, I want you guys to become independent. Okay, if this supply is being broken, right, if this kind of negative reaction is not obtained, then we can clearly see that the market is going to go in an uptrend. We can expect market to even shoot up to 22,900 also. See, all these are possibilities. We need to understand that we cannot say that the market is going to go to bullish scenario and we have to take a call position tomorrow. No, we cannot even say that the market is bearish and global news are negative and we have to immediately short the market. No, because we have a demand here, we have supplies here. We need to wait and watch what the market is trying to do, and we need to go along with the market. That is how a mindset of a profitable trader or a sustainable trader should be. One more important point which I wanted to highlight is VIX is extremely high because of this recessions or this negative kind of trend which is happening. VIX has come down, or VIX has gone up all the way till 27 at the moment. This means at the money prices, meaning if you wanted to trade in 22 300 call or put option, if you add both of them to your watch list and see, both will be trading somewhere around 350 to 400 range, which means for you to buy one lot, you need to have minimum to minimum of 20 to 25k. If you are going to come into the market with 10k capital and thinking like you will make 1 lakh out of it, it is not possible. At this current scenario, it is not possible at all. You need to have a sustainable capital, or you need to wait in the market till VIX is coming down back to 20 or below range. Only then we can make more lots with lesser capital and take profitable trades, because the moves will be sustainably slow and also very good. Right now, since the VIX is high, we are able to capture 200 300 points every single day. Doesn't mean that every single day market will also give you 200 300 points. Tomorrow market can do all kind of drama in between this range itself. You will literally lose your mind because market will not give you one sided momentum. So then what will you do? You need to understand there are days where you should not trade. There are days where you should extensively trade with good capital. There are trades where you should just trade with one lot. You need to understand which days are profitable for you. Unless you study the concepts of basic structure, basic liquidity. If you see here, there is equal highs. This will act as your liquidity, meaning market will not even respect all these supplies and it will go and hunt the supply above this. It is easily possible for the market to do this from a 4 hours chart perspective. Same applies here also. There is again a relative equal highs. Market can blast this and also go up if there is a slightest of the slightest positive news. All this upward movement is possible. But if there is no such positive news obtained, market will slowly start to come down. And 22,000 being a round number can be retested, and from there can be a small bounce which can be obtained. If 22,000 is also broken and if market is also giving a closure below this, then our weekly range of 21,700 can also be met in this coming week itself. So thank you so much for watching. We'll meet in the next education video.